From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 15th, 2022. U.S. President Joe Biden departed Israel today for Saudi Arabia. Before boarding Air Force One, Biden bid his farewells to Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid, President Isaac Herzog, U.S. Ambassador to Israel Tom Nides, and Israel's ambassador to the U.S. Michael Herzog, who accompanied the president on the tarmac as he concluded his visit to the country. And Biden noted he became the first president of the United States to fly from Israel to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia opened its airspace to Israel last night, the White House saying Saudi Arabia's historic decision to open its airspace for all civilian planes, including those flying to and from Israel, is an important step towards building a more integrated and stable Middle East region. Saudi Arabia's decision can help build momentum toward Israel's further integration into the region, including with Saudi Arabia. Biden saying, "I will do all that I can through direct diplomacy and leader-to-leader engagement to keep advancing this groundbreaking process." Before his departure today, Biden met with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in Bethlehem, where the White House said Biden underscored his commitment to a two-state solution on the 1967 lines, with land swaps mutually agreed by the Israelis and Palestinians. Though Biden noted that even if the ground is not ripe at this moment to restart negotiations, the United States and my administration will not give up on trying to bring the Palestinians and Israelis and both sides closer together. Biden also reiterated the U.S. position that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and that specific boundaries of sovereignty in Jerusalem must be resolved through final status negotiations between Israelis and Palestinians. Biden this morning visited the Augusta Victoria Hospital in East Jerusalem, pledging $100 million from the U.S. to Palestinian hospitals there. In Saudi Arabia this evening, Biden held meetings with King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and tomorrow will participate in the GCC+3 summit, meeting with the leaders of Egypt, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates. And turning now to Morocco, the kingdom's interior minister, Abdelouafi Laftit, under the authorization of Morocco's King Mohammed VI, yesterday proposed the establishment of new Jewish representative bodies in the country, recognizing the Jewish tradition as a component of the rich Moroccan culture. Prime Minister Lapid tweeted his thanks to the king for his support of the Jewish community and his continuing support for religious tolerance. Lapid wrote, "We'll continue working together to strengthen ties between our countries and peoples." The Simon Wiesenthal Center's Rabbi Abraham Cooper said this announcement strengthens the DNA of peace and strikes a blow against religious extremists and anti-Semitism. "We can only hope," he wrote, "that the steps King Mohammed VI has taken will inspire and embolden Arabs and Muslims around the world to follow Morocco's lead." Well, a mural in Toronto was repainted after criticism that it portrayed an anti-Semitic stereotype. Toronto City Councillor Josh Matlow shared an image of the mural on Twitter on Monday, which shows a Jewish man hunched over a neighborhood, seemingly reaching to grab an apartment building. Matlow wrote that regardless of intentions, this new mural depicts a Jewish person in a way that far too closely reflects hateful anti-Semitic tropes, comparing it to a poster of an exaggerated Jewish caricature hunched over the globe as if to symbolize the fear that Jewish people would take over the world, a well-known trope. Matlow said, "We've reached out to the organizers requesting this be changed immediately." And in fact, the next day, the mural was repainted with instead the image of a young Jewish schoolboy. Matlow wrote, "They were true to their word. Here is their very welcome revision." Thank you to the organizers of the mural and the artist for truly listening, understanding the impact the earlier version had on our community, and for taking genuine action toward healing and resolution. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, July the 15th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, musical performances from the legendary Saul Zim and Cantor Lisa Klinger-Kantor. At 9, the film David tells the story of 11-year-old Muslim Daoud, who is mistaken for a Jewish boy. At 10:30, a replay from the Hampton Synagogue, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 15th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well, and Shabbat Shalom.